Challenge 2025 is here. Solve global challenges and make an impact with Google technologies. Think big, act bold. Are you ready to take on the challenge? Tackle issues in healthcare, education, the environment, and more. Use Google AI tools like Gemini, IDX, Flutter to boost your solution. Form teams of 2 to 4 to combine your skills and innovate. From registration to the grand finale, mark your calendars. Registrations open now.
So before we start, do you guys expect anything in particular from this Q&A session? Or what do you guys expect from this? Anyone? Okay. Okay, so all the doubts will be cleared in this Q&A session. So before we start, let me tell you what exactly this whole thing is. So the Solution Challenge 2025 in collaboration with Hack to Skill is a hackathon. The student developers like you get to tackle real-world challenges, whether it's improving education, addressing healthcare issues, or anything using Google AI technologies. This is a platform to innovate, collaborate, and create solutions that truly make an impact. This hackathon is structured into 5 phases, each designed to support and mentor participants throughout their journey. So the first phase is registration, and if you haven't already checked out, please check our Instagram handle where we have posted recently on how to start the registration process. So the phase 2 is the submission of ideas and developing your product. Phase 3 is the selection of top 100 projects. Phase 4 is the selection of top 10 projects. And phase 5 is the grand finale where you get to present your solution to a panel of experts at an exclusive event. By participating, you get the opportunity to earn certificates, connect with like minded developers, and enhance your portfolio with impactful projects. Today's session is your chance to ask questions, gain clarity, and hear directly from our amazing speakers who've been through the journey of this challenge. They'll share their experiences, their insights, and of course, tips to make the most of this incredible opportunity. If you came to know about this meet from LinkedIn, Instagram, or any other platform, please do check your college mail inbox for important details like timeline, themes, problem statements, and more regarding this hackathon. So let's get started. Feel free to drop your questions in the chat or raise your hand during the discussion. Over to Avantika.
Good evening, guys. Am I audible? Can everyone hear me? Please. Yeah, that's great. Good evening, everyone. Today, we are honored to host an inspiring panel of speakers who participate in the prestigious Google Solutions Challenge. These exceptional teams have tackled significant challenges and developed transformative solutions, and they are here to share their journeys and their insights. First, we have the team Left Outs, a vibrant group that created Science Cult, an innovative sign language generator designed to bridge communication gaps and foster inclusivity. Combining expertise in web business analysis, web development, and dataset preparation, this team exemplifies the impact of collaboration and creativity. Next, we'll hear from the team Sixth Sense, a team focused on empowering the visually impaired. They developed a device that integrates IoT, machine learning, and robust backend systems to redefine accessibility. Their members bring in expertise in IoT, backend development, fintech, and machine learning. Finally, we introduce the team Niril, creators of an interactive gamified mental therapy app designed to support trauma and abuse survivors. Built with advanced technologies, Niril offers personalized healing routines, community support, and even an AI pet companion to foster recovery and well being. Let us give a warm welcome to all these inspiring teams as they share their impactful journeys and valuable lessons from the Google Solutions Challenge. So, now let us hear from our amazing speakers one by one. First, I would like to call upon Kirtana, representing the team left out in their Project Science Club. Over to you, Kirtana. When you're ready.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Okay. A thumbs up would do fine. Hello. Okay. So, good evening, everybody. First things first. எல்லாருமே இன்னைக்கு I think like people who are into Google Solution Challenges have come in. And how many of you have already done certain hackathons? How many of you already have some experience there? Can you like raise your hands or a reaction or an unmute or anything? Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm getting hands raised. Fine. Okay, to those who don't, it's just as simple as it is. You find a problem, you just see something happening there. To solve it, you use technology here. That is it. Okay, வேற ஒண்ணுமே இல்ல. உங்களையே சுத்தி நிறைய ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் நடக்கும். அதுல ஏதாவது ஒண்ணு சூஸ் பண்ணி இத சால்வ் பண்றதுக்கு நம்ம ஒரு சொல்யூஷன் தருவோம். நம்ம சைடுல இருந்து நம்ம எப்படி இன்னோவேட்டிவா பண்ண போறோம். That's how it is. ஓகேவா? And this is a one line explanation for how hackathons work. And GDG sorry, Google Solutions Challenges works as well the same way. ஓகேவா? When it comes to Google Solution Challenge, the major focus that they see is sustainability development goals. I hope GDG guys have already posted it in Instagram. So sustainability development goals, how much have you aligned and how much you use Google technologies to align this and solve real world problems. In the word really means real world problems. Okay, wow. You should like not take something and simulate anything. You have to solve a real world problem and implement it directly. That's how they expect us to do. And that's what we did previously. And I think, yeah, we can explore more as we go in this meet. We can share it. அவ்வளவுதான். Avantika, do you like expect me to give some more anything, some more of anything?
No, just your advice on how to, encourage people and give them some guidelines or something. Whatever you've
Sure.
faced in that, the challenges that you've been through and all that.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'll get into it. So, yeah, coming to Google Solution Challenge, the first thing that you will face is like the team. Like the team only comprises of 4 members, and most of the girls, like you'll be waiting to join a team, or you'll be like waiting until someone else comes and goes. But don't do that. You already have WTM here. You already have a group for it. So hop in, take the lead, and maybe create a team of your own than just relying upon anyone else coming and asking you to join a team. So the first things first, take an initiative other than just waiting there. Okay, or take the lead itself. And then form a team of 4 members. That's the most important thing. These 4 members will only be contributing in the development, the prototyping, the ideation, even the implementation phase, and the, like the feedback collecting, everything, like. And these 4 members, you choose so wisely that they are from diverse backgrounds of tech. Okay, wow. And then coming to the prototyping, you have like 2 months more. If I'm not wrong, காலேஜ் வந்துருவீங்க, ஸோ டைம் இருக்காது யாருக்குமே. I suggest you to start forming a team very as soon as possible, and like start your ideation phase. Ideate so properly that your solution doesn't need to be so complicated. Okay, wow. Your solution should be so simple, but it really solves an important problem. Okay, wow. Simple. You can only say, for example, Zomato எடுத்தீங்கன்னா, it's a very simple app. It doesn't have a lot of features or அந்த மாதிரிலாம் எதுவுமே இருக்காது. But it solves a simple problem and it is scalable. That is what they expect us to do. You actually have to solve a simple problem, but in a real world implementation phase, it should be scalable. That is the mistake that we did previous year. We were only simulating or like prototyping solutions. We were not developing the scalable and actual product. I would suggest to develop product that will at least like serve 10 people at once. Scalability is a major thing that you should consider while developing, and as well as the Google technologies. Not just keeping it to like the technologies that try exploring a lot of Google technologies. And this time a lot of teams has like is under AI. And if you would have attended the Google study jam, they really taught us everything in AI and how to use AI tools in Google. So using the study jam, implementing it here would be a progressive path from GDG. So yeah, utilize this and take this upon. So utilize Google technologies. So this is my second one. And the third one would be in a team, stay consistent and at least spend some time into it daily and take feedbacks. You would only know your perspective. Whenever you go and approach others, you would know others' perspective as well. And go to directly to the target audience. If you're developing something for blind people, go to them, test it upon, not just a simulation. Okay, wow. Adhe marida like yeah, the winners of previous year really did that. They implemented it. Okay, wow. So that is an important factor to consider. And the fifth one would be the pitch that you present. A 3-minute video would be submitted upon your submission deadlines and everything. So make your code very clean. You will be submitting your GitHub repo only as your code. So make the code clean, concise, following all the programming practices. And then the video pitch, craft your pitch like anything that you convey, you convey your idea very clear in those 3 minutes, and you cover everything upon it. Yeah, I think that's it from my side.
Thank you so much, Kirtana, for that insightful words of support. Next, I would like to invite Kishore, Ashwin, and Daniel Das, representing the team Six Sense. Please take over, you guys, and share your inspiring journey. Are you guys here?
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
hi guys, this is Ashwin JD from Six Sense. Also the AI co-lead of GDSC. So yeah, product Six Sense is basically virtual lives to be provided. Our main objective is to provide virtual lives to the visually impaired individuals, so that they will be able to navigate and converse in their day-to-day life just as normal individuals. That's the main motive behind our project. ஸோ அகெயின் நார்மலாக எல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு கைட்லைன்ஸ் கொடுக்கணுமோ எல்லாமே கீர்த்தனாவே சொல்லி முடிச்சிட்டாங்க. ஸோ ஐ ஹவ் பேர்லி எனிதிங் டு சே. பட் அகெயின் ஹேக்கத்தான் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் நிறைய பேர் இருக்கும், நிறைய பேர் இருக்காது. பட் வாட் இஸ் ஃபெல்ட் சார் ஒன் திங் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஃப்ரம் காமன் ஹேக்கத்தான்ஸ் is that GDSல வந்து they don't give you specific problem statements, right? So இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் நீங்க ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ண அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு they don't restrict you to anything. It's like an open space where you can bring any real life problems and you can solve them, right? So that's the main advantage of GDSC. So it's up to you guys. And obviously thoughts are limitless, right? நமக்கு எங்க வேணாலும் போகலாம். இப்போ ரியல் லைஃப்ல தெர் ஆர் மேஜர் சினாரியோஸ். லைக் நிறைய பேருக்கு எப்படின்னா வந்து அவங்க ஃபேமிலியில அவங்க பேரண்ட்ஸ் ஃபேஸ் பண்ற இஷ்யூ வந்து அவங்க ரியல் டைம்ல எடுத்து அதை இப்போ சால்வ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஸோ அண்ட் ஆல்சோ திஸ் ஜிடிஐசி ஆக்சுவலி இந்த சீரீஸ்ல வந்து சிக்ஸ் சென்ஸ்ங்கிற ப்ராடக்ட் பண்ணால்தான் வந்து நவ் மைசெல்ஃப் அண்ட் ஃபைவ் அதர் ஆஃப் அவர் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் லைக் நாங்கெல்லாம் சேர்ந்து we are able to இந்த ப்ராஜெக்டே வந்து ஒரு ரியல் லைஃப் ப்ராடக்டா வந்து we are able to bring it out and we are able to now start a company right now. So I'm actually proud to say that. I would say GDSC is one of the major reason solution challenges is one of the major reason to for us to start a company right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And what I would like to stress on is that make sure to make good use of Gemini. So obviously on the Google, they are they're literally forcing people to use Gemini. They obviously there are many competitors like OpenAI இருக்கட்டும், Claude AI இருக்கட்டும். Gemini there are various competitors, right? So what they want is they want the normal consumers to prefer Gemini over other AI competitors. So அதுக்கு they are like conducting various competitions day to day. நீங்க கேட்கல பாத்தீங்கன்னாலும் சரி, அன்ஸ்டாப்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னாலும் சரி, டே டு டே வந்து உங்களுக்கு காம்படிஷன் ஜெமினி பேஸ்டா வந்துட்டே இருக்கும். So obviously if your product had made the best use case of Gemini use பண்ணி if it was able to bring something unique out, I think your product will stand out more. So that's the thing. So make sure to make good use of Gemini. And every other Google product. So more Google products you use, the better it is. So that's what I felt, and yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. So if you have any queries, please do. Oh, and also, yeah, so we obviously we got selected on one among the top 100 teams worldwide. So அந்த ஜேர்னி அவங்க டாப் 100ல இருந்து எப்படி இருந்துச்சுன்னு சொல்றேன். ஸோ அகைன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கீர்த்தனா சொன்ன மாதிரி நீங்க ஒரு 2 minutes வீடியோ அப்லோட் பண்ணிட்டு அண்ட் ஒரு கோட் பேஸ் நீங்க அப்லோட் பண்ற மாதிரி இருக்கும். பட் கைஸ் டேக் இட் சீரியஸ்லி. நீங்க நார்மல் கோட் பேஸ் மாதிரி நார்மல் காம்படிஷன் நீங்க கோட் பேஸ் அவங்க செக் பண்ணவும் பண்ணாம இருப்பாங்க தெரியாது. பட் வேற ஜிடிஎஸ்ல வந்து தே வில் டெஃபினெட்லி செக் யூர் கோட் பேஸ். நாங்களாம் ஆக்சுவலி எவ்ரி சிங்கிள் ஒன் ஆஃப் அஸ் ஆக்சுவலி நம்ம பார்ப்போம். நம்ம கோட் பேஸ் சின்ஸ் அந்த கோட் பேஸ் வந்து பிரைவேட்ல இருக்கும். ஸோ பார்த்துருந்தா நாங்க தான் பார்த்துருவோம். பட் டிஸ்பைட் தட் நாங்கள் கோட் பேஸ் நம்ம சென்ட் பண்ணாலும் கூகுள்ல இருந்து நிறைய பேர் பார்த்துருப்பாங்க. ஸோ அதே தெரியும் நமக்கு தேர் டேக்கிங் குட் நோட்டீஸ் ஆஃப் த கோட்ஸ் ரைட்டர். ஸோ ஆப்வியஸ்லி நீங்க வந்து கோட் ரன் பண்ணாட்டி கூட உங்க கோட் எவ்வளோ ஃபெமிலியரா இருக்கு, கோட் எவ்வளோ ஒர்க்கிங் அட்லீஸ்ட் ஒர்க்கிங் கேஸ்ல இருக்கா அப்படிங்கறத வந்து அவங்க கண்டிப்பா செக் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஸோ தட்ஸ் ஒன் திங். அண்ட் இந்த ரெண்டு கிரைடீரியா, உங்க வீடியோ எப்படி இருக்கு, உங்க ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் இருக்கு, அண்ட் அந்த யூஎன் கோல்ஸ் எவ்வளவு யூஎன் கோல்ஸ் வந்து சாட்டிஸ்ஃபை பண்ணுது அப்படிங்கறத பேஸ் பண்ணி தெல் செலக்ட் டாப் 100 among it. And once you have been selected for top 100, what they will do is கூகுள்ல இருந்து ஒரு மென்டர் அவங்க அலாட் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஸோ இந்த மென்டர்ஸ் வந்து ஒரு சிங்கிள் மென்டர் அலாட் பண்ணுவாங்க ஒரு டீமுக்கு. ஸோ அவங்கள்ட்ட வந்து யூ கேன் ஹாவ் அட்மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் 4 மீட்டிங்ஸ் ஐ கெஸ். ஸோ அவங்களோட ஃப்ரீ பீரியட்ல வந்து அவங்க அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ணிடுவாங்க. ஸோ டெய்லி ஒரு 1 hour ஸோ மீட் இருக்க மாதிரி இருக்கும். அண்ட் அவர் மென்டார் ஹிஸ் நேம்ஸ் நிதின் மானே, ரைட்? ஸோ ஹீஸ் ஃப்ரம் இஸ் ஆக்சுவலி கூகுள் எம்ப்ளாயி, பட் ரைட் நோ இஸ் ஒர்க்கிங் இன் இன்டெல் ஐ கெஸ். ஸோ அவர் ஹி வாஸ் எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம்லி சப்போர்ட்டிவ் டு அஸ். எந்த டவுட்டாக இருந்தாலும் கிளியர் பண்ணுவார். இப்போ கூட ஒன்ஸ் வி ஹவ் ஸ்டார்ட் அவர் கம்பெனி இஸ் ஸ்டில் அப்ரிஷியேட்ஸ் அஸ் அண்ட் ஆல்சோ the help na கேட்க சொன்னாங்க. ஸோ யூ such a good mentor. I guess every single one of the mentors are good. So you can depend on them obviously. And the one thing is that நீங்க நெக்ஸ்ட் அப்டேட் பண்ணும்போது வந்து ஆப்வியஸ்லி நீங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வீடியோ அப்லோட் பண்ணதுல இருந்து செகண்ட் வீடியோ நீங்க செகண்ட் ஆக்சுவலி வந்து ஹவ் லிமிட்டட் த டியூரேஷன் டு 1 minute. ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வீடியோ வந்து 2 minutes இருக்கும். நீங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இந்த டாப் 100 ஷார்ட் ஆகுது. செகண்ட் டாப் 10ல ஷார்ட் ஆகணும் வந்து செலெக்ஷன் கிரைட்டீரியா வந்து அவங்க ஆக்சுவலி வீடியோ அப்லோட் வந்து 1 minute தான் இருக்கணும். 1 minute யுவர் கோட் பேஸ் அண்ட் அந்த 1 minuteல வந்து யூ ஷுட் ஹவ் ஷோன் யுவர் இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட். நீங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டாப் 100ல செலக்ட் ஆகுறதுக்கு நீங்க யூஸ் பண்றது என்ன இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் அவங்க எதிர்பார்ப்பாங்க அந்த வீடியோல. ஸோ அந்த எல்லாத்தையுமே வந்து அந்த 1 minute யூ ஷுட் பி ஏபிள் டு கவர் த என்டையர் திங். தட்ஸ் அ மெயின் பார்ட். ஸோ யா, ஸோ இஃப் யூ அகைன் ஏபிள் டு ஹேவ் அ குட் கோட் பேஸ், எல்லாம் வெல் ஃபிளட்ஜ் ஒர்க்கிங் கோடா இருந்துட்டு, அண்ட் இஃப் யூ ஹேவ் குட் ஒர்க்கிங் வீடியோ அண்ட் குட் ஐடியா, ஆப்வியஸ்லி வில் பி ஏபிள் டு மேக் இட். ஸோ யா, தட்ஸ் வெரி மச். ஸோ எனி queries, ப்ளீஸ் டு டாப் இட் இன் த chat.
Thank you, Ashwin, for sharing your incredible work and insights. Guys, we'll keep the queries to the end so that all the questions can be answered by all of them. Now we'll be sharing the video, submission video of the 6 Sense.
Right. Guys, we are having some technical difficulties. We'll try again in 5 minutes. Meanwhile, we'll go on to the next.
Yeah, we'll just proceed. Finally, let me call upon Rakul, representing Team Niral in the groundbreaking mental therapy app. Over to you, Rakul.
Yeah, hello guys. So there isn't nothing groundbreaking, I think so. So what we made was kind of an application which is built around specifically for people's who have faced some abuse in their lives, and they try to come up on it. Like they might be the survivors of it, and if there is a way we can fasten their uh, rehabilitation journey. So that's what we thought of, and we built some application around it. Majorly using Google based products, but yeah, we didn't make it to the top 100, but in top 100 there was a very similar idea to us, like it's basically somewhat percentage of luck and how well you do it. I checked their code base was neat and clean, so ours was not performing to that level. So yeah, that was the only conflicting thing which I found, they did better than us. So I think so code base is really important, so make it as good as possible and also have a really full-fledged readme of how you can run the thing too. So this will make a greater change in what you submit as a solution. And you know I can just everything is already covered up, and also Ashwin Jedi, he explained everything. So if there is something I want to give, I can help you with how you can choose a team. So while framing a team, there's two ways which you can frame a team. One is whether you might be the leader and you will be having some ideology in your mind. So if you are having some ideology in your mind, pick persons correctly, which if you are going to do a hardware product, you should pick people who will be familiar in doing hardware kind of stuff. So pick your you know team wisely. If else, if you are not figured out your idea yet, then having a mix of team will be a great idea. So if you are going to lead a team, which I will appreciate you to do. So if you are going to lead a team, have an idea in your mind, and for that idea you have to pick the members, or else uh,
We are
pick a
sixth
team which is
sense.
extremely doable in all kind of criteria, and make them work around and formulate a
From
new idea.
India.
And the idea you should be forming should definitely have some business strength and value to it, or else it should have an emotional strength and value to it. Ashwin JD's idea, they had a business strength and also a emotional strength. So that's what a major conflicting factor which you get them to the finals and stuff. So if you are going to frame an idea, frame it in such a way that it has both the senses connector, or at least any one of the sense which is far more superior to the other. Like as I said, there was a similar app to ours, which is Niral's competitor kind of thing. So that actually had a greater sense of depth towards their idea. So that worked more. So you have to fix up on a correct idea. So other than that, pretty much everything is covered, I think so. So is there anything you want me to know?
There's been a steep rise in cases of sexual abuse globally. There's been a steep rise
All right,
in
then. Thank you,
cases of
Rakul.
sexual abuse.
That was really great. We also have Daniel Das and Kishore from Sixth Sense. Would you guys like to share some insights and tips?
Yeah, myself, Daniel. So most of the things are covered by my fellow peers. So the main part is you have to focus on the team, as Rakul said. Like, choose the team. Don't choose the team with your friends or like that. Choose the team where they work. They should have work ethics among themselves, so that it's a long journey, like 2 months of journey. So choose people wisely, and that journey will be nice. If you choose people not wisely, it will be hectic for you. ஸோ அதை மட்டும்
We are
பார்த்துக்கோங்க.
sixth sense
ஒர்க்
from
எத்திக்ஸ்
India.
இருக்கிற பீப்புளாக
With
சூஸ்
43
பண்ணால்
million
அவங்களுக்கு
people
வந்துட்டு அந்த
living with
2 months
blindness,
போகிறதே
visual
தெரியாது.
impaired
லைக்
individuals.
ஒர்க்னே போகிற மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஸோ நீங்கள் அதை ஒர்க் பண்ணுறேன்னே ஃபீலே இருக்காது. ஆனால் ஒர்க் எத்திக்ஸ் இல்லாத பீப்புளாக நீங்கள் எடுத்துக்கிட்டிங்கன்னா வந்துட்டு எல்லாமே நீங்களாக பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஸோ அந்த டீம் மட்டும் பார்த்து சூஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஸோ யா, தட்ஸ் இட். மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ் ஆர் கவர்ட் பை அதர்ஸ்.
Yes, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. So let us now give a. Oh, okay.
Hello.
If do you guys? Yeah, Kishore is going on. Yeah.
யா ஆக்சுவலி நாங்கள் டாப் 100 போயிட்டோம். டாப் 10 போகாததுக்கு காரணமே நாங்கள் மோஸ்ட்லி ஹார்ட்வேர் தான் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணியிருந்தோம். இதை நாங்கள் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணோன்னே தான் எனக்கே ரியலைஸ் ஆச்சு. இங்கே எத்தனை பேருக்கு மைக்ரோசாஃப்ட் இமேஜின் கப் தெரியும்? யா, கேன் ஐ ஷேர் மை ஸ்க்ரீன்? ஹலோ.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
இஸ் மை ஸ்க்ரீன் ஷேர்?
Yes.
யா, ஆக்சுவலி நாங்கள் பண்ண ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டு தான் மைக்ரோசாஃப்ட் இமேஜின் கப்போட ஃபைனல் வின்னர்ஸும் பண்ணது. யா Yeah, இங்க தான் actually we focused more on hardware side instead of software actually. நாங்க வந்துட்டு டாப் 10 போகாததுக்கும் இதுதான் காரணம். ஏன்னா எங்களுது வந்து ஒரு காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் ப்ராடக்ட் கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 50,000 மேல நாங்க செலவு பண்ணியிருந்தோம். ஆனா இவங்க பண்ணியிருந்ததுல நாங்க என்ன பண்ணேன், நான் சர்ச் பண்ணும்போது தான் நான் கண்டுபிடிச்சேன். They actually make AI model very very like 15 million images வச்சு 98% accuracy rate வச்சு கிட்டத்தட்ட ப்ராசஸிங் ஸ்பீடே 15 மில்லி செகண்ட்ஸ் வச்சிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ இவங்க கூட கம்பேர் பண்ணும்போது லைக் நாங்கள் வந்துட்டு லைக் எங்களோட மாடல் அவ்வளோ ஸ்டேபிளாக நிற்கல. ஸோ அதனால தான் நாங்கள் வந்துட்டு லைக் இதுவும் ஒரு ரீசன் தான். லைக் ஆக்சுவலி இப்போ ஒருத்தங்க வந்து ஒரு மாடல் வந்துட்டு 15 மில்லியன் இமேஜஸ் வச்சு ட்ரெயின் பண்ணுறதுக்கும் நாங்கள் ஒரு மாடல் வச்சு ஹார்ட்வேர் நல்லா பயங்கரமாக பண்ணுறதுக்கும் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் இருக்கு. ஸோ நீங்கள் வந்து ஒரு சைடு மட்டும் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணாமல் 2 சைடு ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணுற மாதிரி பாருங்க.
Thank you, Kishore. Guys, if you guys have any doubts, feel free to ask now. We are happy to answer and have a discussion. Do any of you all have doubts? You can turn on your mics and then ask. The speakers will take on to answering these questions.
Yeah, actually, having a question like how they could be able to train that much big data set, bro. Actually, they are having Amazon Azure credits that's 1,50,000 US dollars.
Guys, do any of you all have other questions?
Yeah.
Feel free to ask now. Yeah.
Yes, Avantika. I do have questions for I guess everyone. So I'll start with I'll actually start with this girl Keertana, the first speaker. So she used I'm like a Zomato as an example, and she wanted us to find out a simple solution for a problem. But then if you look at the same Zomato again, that one solution itself has kind of led to a bunch of more problems with its implication and all that. So at what part do you stop implementing your solution, or that this is not the best solution, because this itself leads to uh, leads to much more problems than the initial problem at hand.
Okay. So you actually pick a problem statement before proceeding, am I right?
Yeah.
When you ideate when you ideate a solution for that particular problem statement, see if you're not overdoing it. You stop at a point when you feel like you're overdoing. That's it.
I mean, but then if you look at the same example again, when they implemented Zomato, they probably didn't know that it could have some problems like the like restaurants messing up, or the customers being rude, anything. Those are stuff that we can't really predict, or
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's why you get feedback. That's why you get feedback and you iterate the product
But
again.
then
So
those
the
problems,
idea where the idea why I implemented Zomato is that it's a simple delivery app. It's when you come to a one line problem statement, I cannot go to a shop and buy food. So we introduced something called Zomato, which is a cool app that does the service for you. That is it. I meant that.
okay, so okay, so for I'm problems that we don't uh, know that could occur, there's no like fix for it when we start planning the actual solution, right? It just
Yeah, that is why I already suggested, right, in the first thing when I said I wanted you to go directly to the people who to whom you are implementing this. That is when you kind of know what should your solution be of? Like, what should your solution consist of? So whenever you ideate and go into it, always get feedbacks and have an iterative mechanism. That's how it works. That's
Okay.
how you actually identify what is missing in your solution.
Okay. Yep. Okay then. Sound, I guess. Okay, so I actually have another question for Ashwin JD. He was talking about best like coding practices and having a proper like code base. And what exactly did you implement in yours which kind of made yours stand out from the others? And and yeah, he also I'm like mentioned about the videos being 1 minute long. So what exactly do you show in that single minute, and what exactly do you not show? So yeah, these are my questions.
Right. So what I would say is the main reason which I think we got selected was I think putting Gemini to good use. That's the main period when Google was struggling to make Gemini stand out compared to others, and the fact that we made Gemini to help visually impaired people, I think I don't know, maybe I think it impressed them, I guess. So that's what I feel. And also the code base, obviously, not only when it comes to running the pod, obviously, when we look at the code, we'll have almost a average understanding, right? It'll be, if the code will be able to run or not. So that at least our code should be able to provide just by not running, just by looking at it. So that's what I felt. I don't think they actually ran the code, but visually, I think the code should be much more appealing and should be well organized. Like you say, we made actually each and every features of our success. Let it be, object detection, facial recognition, and the AI part. Obviously, we all had every single one of them in each individual file with well-fledged structure, having each classes for each file and also well-fledged functions. So that makes the code more beautified and so on. And when it comes to the video part, right? So, video in the 1 minute, we should be able to make sure to explain every major features of our product. Not every single one. We obviously can't make sure to explain every single one of our product. If you can, it's fine. But we should be able to explain all the major things and how it's actually relevant to our problem statement. How it's actually making our product stand out compared to others. We actually had I think two or three other competitors working on the blind individual itself, helping blind individuals. And comparatively, we had well-fledged videos, whereas they had, a software-based product where it will be working with a smartphone, whereas we had a full-fledged hardware device which can be worn by the blind person itself. Whereas holding a phone or having a phone in the pocket doesn't seem to be, very feasible and so on. So that's what I felt. And in the 1 minute, their visual editing were not up to the mark, and also no, they weren't able to. They didn't have as much features which we had. So that's whatever. But in the end, no, none of the teams which tried to help the blind individuals, the project which focused on helping the blind individuals made it. So yeah, so the top 10 selection criteria is somewhat tricky. That's what I felt.
Different sense, or like அப்போ improve பண்ணிருக்கலாம் மாதிரி he was saying. So if he had the chance to fix that code base now,
Poaching
what
is the
exactly would
unlawful
he fix?
hunting or capturing
And
of wildlife,
initially
driven
at
by the
that point,
$23 billion
what
illegal trading of
what
valuable body
what do you
parts.
think
Every
made
8
you
hours, a rhino is killed for
kind of blind to the mistakes in your code base?
I think so. Actually, the code base, we had partially made the application in Flutterflow, which is completely a no code application. So, what the code files of the Flutterflow are actually not that structured. It uses provider for state management, but it is completely artistically it's not up to the level of, if you are a professional coder, you will do everything differently. The code standards of that particular file was not even up to the standards and mark. So yeah, so if I would have done that, I would have fully coded in my hand itself. So at the time, I was the only one who knew Flutter in my team. So it was hard. So we kind of shifted to Flutter Flow and we started the development so that everyone can collaborate and work easily. As I said, the team choice, it makes a major role. So if you have to select a team, you have to select a team which has a app dev, which has a web dev, which has a ML, which has a IoT. This might be a drastically different team which can fight upon a different various sectors of domains. But our team was not that particularly picked out because we just spin wheeled and brought it. So yeah, so if I would have done that, I would have coded everything as a team. So there would have been two or three developers in my hand, and we would have done that things differently. Yeah.
Okay, so from like what you said, if your like an application has been made with a like no code thing, it's not up to the mark, and the chances are it won't get in, right? What
Yeah.
if someone is like completely like new to this whole hackathon scene, and what
More
would happen to him who's
than 10 million people in
like
India
trying
are
to
rural artisans.
participate in this thing? He, he's a complete beginner, so he has no hopes of getting up high to top 100, or is that how it is? Yeah.
Yeah, it's obviously how it is. There should be somewhat of sense in your code base. Like you should at least use some best practices, or you should at least have done some kind of state management in your hands within a application if you are going to make. Since you are going to use Google products, it's either going to be Angular or it's going to be Flutter. You can also use other products like React. It's also possible, but it depends upon the scale of Google products which you use. If it's if you are using different kind of products, you should focus on like 70% you have to use Google. The 30% it's free for you. You can use different React or something. It doesn't matter, but you should have a majority contrast of what kind of products you are using. So in that sense, yeah, you should be technically a little bit stronger if you are going to be a newbie and your code files are not that structured. If your code files lack something, then it is hardly it's not possible you will be getting selected. That's a real truth.
Okay, so I have one more question for you. You were
Alright,
talking.
guys. We're running out of time. So like, can we just keep the questions to the end, and then like we'll just proceed with other things now? 7:30 is our limit.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, but we'll have these questionnaire once again in the end. So now we'll have Prajin to address the crowd. Do we have Prajin on call here?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would not like to take much of your time. So I'll just like run through how this year's solutions challenge is different from the previous years. Because I'm not sure how many of you actually went through the website that we gave through. Quick raise of hands on who actually went through the websites on in case if you have. So we have a couple of people who have. And I need a quick raise of hands on who is actually hearing about Google Solutions Challenge for the first time, because we had a lot of participants last year, but like who watched it? Okay, awesome. So we have a couple of first years attending this, and okay, we have another third year as well. Awesome. Okay, it's no big deal. GDC by itself was Google Developer Students Club till last year, and it's GDG now, Google Developer Groups, and a lot of things have become autonomous, right? So this year's Google Solutions Challenge is completely oriented within India. Okay, so we'll be focusing on sustainable problems that actually majorly covers the problems that we're facing on a day-to-day daily, right? And this year, in a different aspect, we also have a couple of problem statements that have been given by big tech companies. Some of them do include Infosys, TCS, and HCL, Deloitte, and whatnot. You'll find pretty much a lot there. So I'll just like walk through a couple of problem statements that they want us to solve right now. Education in under-reserved communities, healthcare in under-reserved community, and growing crisis of e-waste, uneven access to the education in digital age, overburdened teachers, and you might find the list of problem statements on various problems that we're facing on everyday basis. So this actually gives us scope to actually focus on something that you've actually worked on previously, something you think you have a solution to, and this gives us a list of things that we could actually focus on, because last year we had a great difficulty on finding the right solution to the right problem. Finding a solution is not the biggest part of the solutions challenge. Finding the problem and to address the problem and give the right solution was the biggest issue. And we have a couple of problems here, and this kind of makes our job easier. And if you ask me if you're only restricted to work on these problems alone, the answer is no. It's clearly stated that you can choose any of the problem statement listed in our websites. Alternatively, you can also address any local community problems you come across, as long as it aligns with the solution challenge and sustainable development goals. So, a couple of things from that. And I've also mentioned this hackathon is only for free. That is something what we need to focus on. And yes, you can choose a team from other colleges. However, the Leeds College will be denoted as the primary Google chapter. And make sure they're signed to our chapter. And I request everyone here present in the meet to be a part of our GDG member club, because this is a really good opportunity and this is a really uh, a, a launch pad is what I would say to increase your profile. And you can find all other major FAQs to be given. And in comparison to last year, I'll just like walk through how last year was. All you were required to do was submit a 2-minute video, right? And a couple of other necessary things. And this year, the first phase of evaluation will be a complete pitch deck on what your project idea and proposed solution is all about. And your correct GitHub repository on your the base MVP is what I suppose what you built. And exactly, this is like the crucial point that they emphasize on every single time. Google developer technology, integration of Google developer technology is must. Some include Gemini API or a good backend language by Google, that could be Go, or Android Studio, using any other mobile frameworks by Google, Flutter, and a lot more that could be given. And we used personally, we I was part of Rakul's team. We worked on Neural. We used Flutter. We used some of the cloud products that was given to us, Vertex AI and Gemini, I suppose. So let us know also in the comment section on what kind of sessions on what tech stack that you guys would be needing, so that we could have some of the good industry experts and people around us to like help you with. Okay, so do drop the things that you're looking for, if right now in the chat, or feel free to contact us anytime, any of the co-members in the group. And once you're shortlisted from there and you are taken to a clear proposal in phase one, you're supposed to submit your project deck. And note that your video is supposed to be 3 minutes of your solution, and you don't have to shorten it. And I guess that is the walkthrough or comparison on what this is all about. If you have noticed our posts and the prerequisite information that we've been giving. And to make the session a bit more interactive rather than just like me talking, I would like to play Sixth Sense, the winning, the top 50 qualified project that got the Sixth Sense team here, so that you can get a gist of what the project is all about. And do let me know if the audio is working. And Raghavan, make sure you're playing it on the YouTube end as well. Right.
Here from India. With 43 million people living with blindness, visual impaired individuals struggle with navigation, communication, companionship, and environmental awareness. Introducing Sixth Sense. Engineered to tackle these challenges faced by visual impaired individuals, thereby aligning with UN Goals 3 and 4. This is our solution architecture. When the person verbalizes,
what am I holding? The seashell is white and appears to have the words Coral Beach.
Real-time object detection with interactive gesture recognition and currency detection using TensorFlow Lite. Obstacle avoidance and step-by-step guidance, enhanced navigation for visual impaired. Introducing SenseApp for messaging, face recognition, real-time tracking, and geofencing alert if visual impaired individuals stray using map and direction API. Caregiver and visual impaired individuals can send message via the SenseApp mutually.
Sense, message near ground.
Facial recognition with emotional detection for enhanced interaction. Call feature and multilingual support for global accessibility.
Call person.
Implemented Raspberry Pi 5 and TPU to minimize latency.
What is Gemma? Gemma is a lightweight open source LLM created by Google AI.
We are Sixth Sense from India.
And yeah, let's just like have a round of applause and the emojis for their amazing work. That includes Daniel, Ashwin JD, Kishore, and Dev's president Harshan as well. They've been phenomenal with what they've been building. And a word of advice that you can take here is is because when you're building towards a problem, an actual problem that we're facing in a society as today, you're not just building a solution, but you're just empowering people on an everyday basis. The reason why we're telling this is because a lot of the people who are trying to make money or commercialize today's problems don't end up succeeding well. When you actually present a problem when you actually present a solution to a most needy problem, that actually gets the attention of a lot of people. And this could range from a small kid to a big company CTO. And this is actually based on true events. This Sixth Sense solution has actually evolved, and now it's a well-recognized startup in today's scenario. I'm pretty sure you might know about Kinesis. We're a startup, and we're incubated by IT&T, and we're in talks with HP and Hexaware. All of this is started just because of building a sustainable solution with no greed, with no commercialization aspect. So the point being is, when you I hope you all build a sustainable solution to solve and tackle the challenges we face on an everyday basis to make a meaningful tomorrow for the upcoming generations. And with that, I conclude our meet today, and you can continue with the Q&A session. In case if you all have any doubts, any suggestions, do drop. And I'd like to thank all the 35 people who are still present in the meet. So yeah, over to you, Avantika.
Yes, thank you guys. That was a very informative session. And if you guys have any doubts, you can always reach out to any one of the speakers today or to the GDG members, and we guys will help you out. So yeah, I think we can conclude the meeting. Right, so I guess that's it, guys. All right, bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
There's been a steep rise in cases of sexual abuse globally. In India, the National Crime Records Bureau data has shown a 624% rise.
Do you really think locking up these offenders would heal the broken souls of the people? Social stigma around trauma often stop the people from getting the help they actually need.
To solve this, we researched over hundreds of articles and connected with several NGOs and found a cumulative approach. Thus, we introduce you Niral, your interactive therapy app for soulful healing designed to guide and support trauma survivors' recovery.
Niral is built with Flutter and enhanced by various other Google products. Starts with secure registration via Firebase.
Every day, Niral proposes a morning routine of meditation, gratitude exercises, and an algorithm-suggestive daily planner, all based on the individual's profile. Accomplishing these routines rewards users with aura points.
The art gallery is a feed section for sharing and exploring survivor stories and supportive content.
The Support Hub offers an emergency SOS button for instant location sharing with trusted contacts, alongside with a custom chatbot for incident reporting. Additional features include panic attack relief and educational resources.
Users can easily schedule counseling sessions within the app.
Haven is Niral's safe space and supportive community. The Workspace tab grants access to groups and chats with trusted people. Users can anonymously post content through their groups to Art Gallery. Chat platform facilitates seamless communication and media sharing.
Bamboo, AI Pet Companion, offers instant emotional support, engages therapeutic conversations, and uplifts user with appropriate response.
The user profile page displays personal details, while the edit profile section allows for their modification.
Utilizing insights gathered from the survey, we implemented what most of our response.
I really enjoy the cute AI pet companion. The meditation feature and the daily motivation actually keeps me very engaged.
Features such as survival stories, art gallery, and so on.
Our app aligns with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Our vision is to create a world where trauma survivors can live a peaceful life. Niral, your journey to healing begins here.
Poaching is the unlawful hunting or capturing of wildlife, driven by the $23 billion illegal trading of valuable body parts. Every 8 hours, a rhino is killed for its horn. Over the past decade, more than 1,000 tigers have fallen victim to poaching, emphasizing the urgent need for poaching prevention.
Existing systems to prevent poaching heavily rely on high-cost equipment and covers less area. Introducing Prowl Watch, a forest monitoring system that detects lurking poachers and alerts the officers in real time. The app aims to encourage the UN goals such as life on land and affordable clean energy. The CAM unit consists of PIR sensor for detecting movement, camera for capturing an image, and Pi 3 for processing image, which are placed in key locations. Upon detecting movement, an image is captured. If people are detected, then the node communicates with the base station by a mesh network. The base station consists of ESP32, and LoRa receives data such as number of people, camera source, and time stamps. The alert is sent to local rangers and to a real-time Firebase database, which can be accessed by the web application. We've used Firebase, TensorFlow, and Google Maps. There are two users: the forest officer, who logs in to view the occurred incidents, coordinates and timestamps in real time. The operators will pinpoint each unit's location while installing and submit it. Based on few tests and iteration, we have decided to add new features in the near future, such as infrared cameras, easily replaceable 3D printed cases, reducing power consumption, and an improved mobile application.
Poaching is the unlawful hunting.
10 million people in India are rural artisans who face a harsh reality. 66% of them earn less than $60 per month as they are limited by remote locations and lack of access to modern marketing platforms. To understand the situation better, we visited them in person. One of them is Indran, a skilled artisan expressing his dire situation.
இந்த பொருளெல்லாம் நாங்க எடுத்து வெளியே ஆன்லைன்ல வித்தா உங்களுக்கு வசதியா இருக்குமா?
சேல்ஸ் பண்றதுக்கு நல்லா தான் இருக்கும். பானைக்கு ஒரு மதிப்பு அந்த காலத்துல இருந்து இருக்குது. ஆனா இந்த காலத்துல வந்து மண் பானைல சாப்பிட்டா நல்லதுன்னு டாக்டர் சொல்ல திருப்பி கடாயி இந்த தோசைகள் பானை சட்டி வியாபாரம் சுமாரா நடக்குது.
வந்து இதுக்கு மதிப்பு இருக்கு அப்படின்றதுனால தான் இப்போ நாங்க எடுத்து இப்போ இதை வெளியே விற்கலாம். அப்போ உங்களுக்கு நல்லா தானே இருக்கும். நாங்களும் எக்ஸ்ட்ராவா எடுத்து
வித்தா நல்லா தான் இருக்கும். நம்மளுக்கு உலகத்துல எல்லாருக்குமே அது நன்மை தான் இருக்கும். நீங்க 10 பேர் அது மாதிரி சேல்ஸ் பண்ணி அது காமிச்சு கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா நெட்ல நிறைய பேருக்கு கொஞ்சம் வியாபாரம் நடக்கும்.
What if we can help people like Indran and fulfill their wishes? Introducing Memento, a platform where rural artisans can showcase and sell their products to an online market. We have utilized React for our front-end, MongoDB for our back-end, and integrated various Google services for enhanced functionality. Buyers can browse through categories and handpick their desired product with ease. Each product page has a dedicated section to know about the seller and their culture. We have an AR feature which lets you view the product at your home before buying. You can also order products according to your custom specifications. Once the order is placed, the details of the order are notified to the artisans either through the app or SMS. We have used Google services like Google Translate, Google Recaptcha, Google Pay, Google Gemini, and Google Maps. Our packaging is plastic free, and to promote sustainability, each order includes a free seed pot for planting. We are partnering with NGOs to promote our service among rural artisans. Through Memento, we aim to improve the economy and preserve India's diverse cultural heritage. Thank you. More than 10